Cortland Crush Baseball is brought to you in part by Tompkins Trust, Cortland Regional Medical Center, A Pizza and More, X101 Radio, Ames Linen, Anderson's Farm Market, the Cortland County Chamber of Commerce, and Summit Federal Credit Union. Now let's head out to the ballpark. It's time for Cortland Crush Baseball.
Time it is once again for Cortland Crush Baseball on the air. Things getting underway here for the first pitch. Off and away, cut and a miss for Anthony Ciesco, the leadoff batter today. We welcome you into today's broadcast. I'm Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. Cortland getting set today for a third matchup with the Onondaga Flames, the first of two this week. That'll be back-to-back, one tonight here at OCC. Second pitch, cut and a miss down low for strike two. Count goes 0-2. We want to remind you that today's pregame and start of the game is brought to you by Cayuga Medical Center, the NYCBL game ball sponsor on the NYCBL Broadcast Network. Here's the 0-2 to Ciesco. Swing and a clipped foul ball into the screen off behind Ciesco for ball one. So count 1-2. Let's go ahead and give you today's starting lineups brought to you by Cortland Regional Medical Center. CRMC has been providing excellence in healthcare for over 125 years. Ciesco will be in the leadoff spot today for the Crush. Dylan Ketch in the 2 spot, and then Nelson Laviosa batting third. Here's the 1-2. Down and inside for ball two. So count 2-2. He'll be followed up by Zach Kelly, the first baseman, batting cleanup today. Then Alex Babcock and Alex Flock back-to-back. Here's the 1-2. Low to the outside for a ball. Count goes even. No score, things just underway here in the first. And then Valentino will bat eighth, and Tatum, the designated hitter, and in the Crush bullpen today as the 9-hole hitter for Cortland. Here's the 2-2. Got him looking for strike three. One up, one down for the Crush. So now it'll be Dylan Ketch, the 6'2", 180 junior from Sal Virginia University. Last time out 2 for 5 with a run and struck out once up at the plate. He stands in the left-handed batter's box to take on today's pitcher. And Glenn, the first pitch, is in for strike one. Crush in the purple jerseys today with the orange numbers. The new fawn across the chest. The gray pants and the purple batting helmets. Here's the 0-1. Got him again for strike two. So Catch quickly behind the count. That's Glenn on the mound. Let's go ahead and take you around the diamond for Onondaga. Back behind the plate is Zarat. The first baseman today is Corbin Paxton. The second baseman is Brian Hart, and then playing third today is Kretsch, and Dylan Ketch cutting foul into the third base side screen. Out at short today is Ruggiero, and then around the outfield, DiFilippo in left, Cherno in center, and Matthews out in right field. No score, top of the first between Cortland and Onondaga. Here's the 0-2 from Glenn. Ketch swings and misses. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the game for Glenn. So 2 up, 2 down quickly for the Crush. In the top of the first inning, no score, and now it'll be Nelson Laviosa up to bat. Laviosa, 5'11", 200-pound sophomore from Essex College, one of the later rivals to this Crush team. Batting .357 on this young season. First pitch high and inside, up in the face of Laviosa for ball one. Laviosa, the last time he faced Onondaga, went 2 for 4 with 1 run and a spectacular catch right out there in center field. Bit of a cloudy day overhead. The light's already on here, just past the top of the hour at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Here's the 1-0 from Glenn. Cutting a foul, bludgeoned into the dirt below Laviosa for a 1-1 even count. Cortland looking to get their road win tonight against Onondaga after a tough road loss at Willsville the other night, and get the Crush back to 500. Right now battling for Onondaga to get into the top half of the Eastern standings. Here's the 1-1 from Glenn. Way low to the outside for ball two. Onondaga on the other side of things, trying to establish themselves in the top half of the division. 2-1 to Laviosa. Swing and a ball bounced to the third base side into the awaiting hands of Coach McConnell over there. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Crush. No score in the top of the first inning. Laviosa waiting patiently. Glenn collects shoulder high, brings it down waist high, winds up. Here's the 2-2. Got him to the low outside corner, and Glenn comes out and strikes out the side for the Crush. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. And we go to the home half of the first. No score between Cortland and Onondaga on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Next Thursday, you will be caught in a flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at nyc.gov/readyny or call 311. Brought to you by New York City Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
This is Jonathan Truestley, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
travel,
protection,
ability,
friendship,
excitement,
escape,
independence.
Distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos, police,
devastation,
injury,
death.
Welcome back to Onondaga. No score going to the bottom of the first inning between the Flames and the Crush. The next 3 do it for Onondaga will be Cherno, Hart, and Matthews, and then the rest of the way down the lineup batting cleanup will be DeFelipe, and then Kretsch, Paxton, Groskuth, Zarat, and Glenn. And we'll take you around the diamond as the first pitch goes low to the outside against the left-handed Cherno for ball 1. Valentino will get the nod behind the dish today for the Cortland Crush. Kelly will play first base as usual. Tyler McKeon will get the start out at second for the first time this year. 1-0 from the pitcher Charlie Hamill on the hill today. Low to the outside for ball 2. We'll get to Hamill in just a moment. Ciesco will be out at short. Babcock at third, Ciesco at short. And then Flock in left field. Nelson Laviosa in center. And Dylan Ketch out in right. 2 balls, no strikes. Things just underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Hamill delivers to the low outside corner for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike, no outs on the board. Two one. Swing and a ball lifted towards left field. Flock maneuvers to his right and then leans back left to make the one-handed squeeze for the first out. A fly out to left field from Cherno. So now due up is Brian Hart. Hart, a 6'2", 195 sophomore from Bryant University, leads the team with 9 RBIs this year. And coming off of a game against Olean, 0 for 4 against the Oilers. Stands in the right-handed box, does Hart. Here's the windup and the first pitch to Hart. In the basement for strike 1. Charlie Hamill getting the nod today for Cortland on the mound. Hamill, a 5'11", 170 junior out of Ithaca College, spent 2 years at TCCC before transferring to Ithaca for this season. 0-1. Elevated fastball for ball 1. So count goes even with 1 out on the board. No score between Cortland and Onondaga in the bottom of the first. Hamill, he favors that slider and a slow ball. 1-1. Misses below for ball 2. Last time on the mound on the road at Rochester. Went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 walks, as well as had 2 strikeouts in that contest in 22 batters faced. 2-1. Low to the outside for ball 3. Cortland coming off of a game at Wellsville, a really tough, hard-fought game. The Crush went to Wojciechowski early in that game, who relented 10 hits on the afternoon, 8 runs, 3 walks, got 2 strikeouts. 3-1 from Hamill. Missed downstairs again for ball 4, and that's the first walk relented of the day, and it puts the first runner on the base paths as well. The Crush in their last game trailed by as much as 8-1, but relief pitchers Epps and Viveros came in for 3 2/3 innings respectively, and combined to allow 1 hit and 3 walks, which kind of allowed Cortland to get back into the game. Laviosa really cleaning up on the afternoon, 3 for 4 with a pair of runs and an RBI, is now the batter Matthews, number 23, a 6'2", 200-pound freshman going to Kent State this year. In the right-handed batter's box, first pitch from Hamill for a ball, so a 1-0 count, 1 out on the board and no score. Hamill delivers over to first to try and catch the runner, no luck. And Cortland was able to climb their way back into that previous game. Got it all the way back to within 1 in the top of the 9th. 1-0 sent in for strike 1. Count goes even. And the Crush had the bases loaded in the top of the 9th with no outs on the board, but a double play turned by Wellsville, 1-1, clipping a blooper foul behind Matthews for strike 2. Well, they had all the momentum late, no outs on the board, bases loaded. You think that's prime time to get a run, but unfortunately the Crush weren't able to bring it home. Wellsville got a double play, which turned the momentum on a dime, and then that would be the deciding play in a 8-7 loss for the Crush. They were supposed to play a game yesterday at home against Syracuse, but that game was postponed due to rain. So similar to the Syracuse game earlier this season, they'll play 2 games of 7 innings, 1-2, swing and a miss, got him to chase low and away for the second out. So Matthews goes down on a strikeout, and now it's D. Felipe up into the box. The first strikeout of the day for Charlie Hamill. Hamill's 4th strikeout on the 2018 campaign. Onondaga getting a win yesterday, 5-2 over Olean. So now up is number 12, A.J. D. Felipe. 6 foot, 190 sophomore from Columbia University, one of those late arrivals in this league. Swinging a bouncing ball out to third, collected by Babcock. The laser over to first is in time to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And we go to the second inning. No score between Cortland and Onondaga on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Oh, I have a cramp.
Is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball!
Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Driving means
Freedom.
Exploration.
Fun.
Pride.
Flexibility.
Protection.
Ability.
Friendship.
Excitement.
Escape.
Control.
Independence.
Distracted driving means.
Danger.
Recklessness.
Irresponsible.
Chaos.
Police.
Devastation.
Injury.
Tears.
Death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Onondaga. No score in the top of the second inning between Cortland and the Flames. Up at the plate for Cortland is Zach Kelly to lead things off here in this half inning of play. Glenn fires away for strike one down Main Street. Count 0-1. It'll be Kelly, Babcock, and Flock due up in this half inning of play in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 0-1 to Kelly. The righty stares it down to the outside for ball one. So the count goes even. We want to remind you today's free video streaming alongside our broadcast is sponsored by Tompkins Trust. From personal to business banking as well as insurance and investments, Tompkins Trust has been serving the financial needs of Central New York for more than 180 years. Tompkins Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 1-1 misses down below for ball two. So the count 2-1, no out. Zach Kelly up the plate to take on Glenn. The pitcher today for Onondaga. No score. Glenn winds up, 2-1 delivery. Inside at the hips of Kelly for ball three. Crush looking for a road win to try and get back to 500 and climb their way back up to third in the Eastern Division. Kelly sets up. Here's the 3-1. Inside again, and that will be called strike two. So the home plate ump is going to say that caught the corner. Kelly had to jump back away from it. So it's a full count, 3-2. No outs. Glenn last time up struck out the side. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ball, bounced out to first. Paxton collects it, throws to his pitcher, Glenn, who comes over and helps him out to get the tag. 3-1, one down for the Crush. So Kelly grounds out, and now it's Alex Babcock, the 5'11", 205 freshman from Tompkins Triple C. Currently riding a 5-game hit streak coming into today and a 3-game multi-hit streak. Wind up, first pitch to Babcock, low to the outside for ball one. So one down for the Crush, no score, top of the second inning. Glenn on the mound, winds up, 1-0. Finds the zone for strike one, so the count goes even. Alex Babcock, a all-MSAC selection, who led the team with a slugging percentage of .476. Glenn goes through his windup. The pitch off speed to the inside for ball two. Riley Glenn, a 6'2", 175 redshirt freshman from Chapman University. 2-1. Misses in the basement for ball three. So a 3-1 count, no score. Glenn has seen this Cortland lineup before. Not this exact lineup, but this Cortland team. Pitched 2 2/3 innings in the last meeting here at OCC. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned and 3 walks. This time misses inside on the 3-1, and that'll be the first walk of the day and the first time the Crush put a runner on the base paths. So now with Babcock out on first, no score top of the second, and one down for Cortland, it will be Alex Flock, the left fielder, into the left-handed batter's box. And to finish that thought on Riley Glenn, he also gave up 3 walks and had 2 strikeouts in that meetup as well. Alex Flock, a 6'2 junior from Brescia, takes strike one from Glenn. One runner on first and Alex Babcock, and on deck is Tyler McKeon. This is the first of 2 games over the next 2 days with Onondaga, one here and one at Beaudry. Glenn fires over to Paxton at first to try and catch the runner Babcock. No luck. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out on the board. Here's the 0-1. Misses up top for ball one. So the count goes even. Alex Flock coming off of a season tying a season high in the last game against Wellsville with 2 hits. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball out to second. Hart collects it, underhands it to second in time. Throw to first, also in time. 4-6-3 double play will retire the side, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between Cortland and Onondaga on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of two people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom, exploration.
Welcome back to the home of the Onondaga Flames. Charlie Hamill back on the mound for the Cortland Crush, sending in the first pitch for a ball to Casey Kretsch, the leadoff batter for Onondaga. In the bottom of the second inning, the next three do up to be Kretsch, Paxton, and Grosguth in the 5, 6, 7 spots. 1-0. Off speed into the zone for strike one. Count goes even. No outs on the board. Things just underway here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-1 from Hamill. To the outside for ball two. Casey Kretsch, a 5'11", 185 freshman from Lemoyne College. Last time he saw the Crush went 0 for 1. One of the two-way players on this team will play third as well as pitch. Cutting a foul at the 2-1 brings the count even. Mainly a relief pitcher for this team. Kretsch today out at third. 2-2 from Hamill. Swing and a miss, dropping down low, and a drop third strike. Valentino with a lackadaisical throw over to Kelly at first, and that'll go down as the second strikeout of the day for Charlie Hamill. One down, and now Corbin Paxton up to the plate. Paxton, a sophomore at Lake Erie College, has only had 2 hits this season, but 2 of those coming in the last 3 games. Both hits have driven in runs for Onondaga. He stands in the left-handed batter's box. Onondaga with the white pinstripe jerseys today. Here's the first pitch. Swinging the ball bounced over Hamill, out to short. Ciesco picks it up, slings it over to Kelly at first, in time for the second out. Two down for Onondaga in the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Crush and the Flames, and now it'll be Jared Grosguth, the 185 freshman out of Rhode Island, up to the plate, coming off of a 1-for-3 game against Olean, hit a double as well as drew a walk against the Oilers. Charlie Hamill collects himself on the mound to take on the righty. Charlie Hamill, a right-handed pitcher. Here's the first pitch. Hits the low outside corner for strike one. Cortland looking to get back to 500 on the young season. Currently sitting at 4-5. Here's the 0-1. In for strike two. Hamill working quickly. Already 2 down for the Flames. They've gone 2 up, 2 down in this inning. Oh, 2 to Grosguth. Low to the outside. Got away from Valentino. No runners on the base path, so no harm, no foul. Still scoreless in the bottom of the second between the Flames and the Crush. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down for Onondaga. 1-2 to Groskuth. Curveball misses downstairs for ball 2. As we said, this will be the first of 2 games, and then this Saturday it'll be a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games against the Syracuse Saltcats, who currently sit last in the Eastern Division. 2-2. Slash and a foul behind Groskuth into the screen. So the count will stay even. And then this Sunday, the Crush will have a matinee with the Cheryl Silversmiths, who were the division leader until the Crush took them down twice in their recent string of road victories. 2-2. Downstairs for ball 3. So the count goes full with 2 outs. Groskuth collects himself on the right-handed batter's box, brings the wooden bat up over his right shoulder. 3-2 from Hamill. Slings it too low to the inside, and that will be the second walk of the day given up by Charlie Hamill. No score, bottom of the second between the Flames and the Crush. Cortland looking to go even to 500 on the year and stay undefeated this season versus Onondaga. This the third of 7 games the two teams will play this year. If Cortland wins today, the ensuing game tomorrow would be to clinch the season series. So now bring up number 30, Jake Zarat, into the right-handed batter's box to take on Hamill. Here's the first pitch to Zarat. Sniped low to the inside over the shoelaces for ball 1. 1 runner on first, and Jared Groskuth out at first for Onondaga. On a bit of a dreary but no rain holding cloudy sky afternoon here at the ballpark. Or evening, we really should say. 1-0. Misses again for ball 2 on the low inside. Zarat in the righty box. 2-0. Cutting a miss on the breaking ball down low for strike 1. Justin Valentino behind the dish today. He's a 6'1", 195 senior out of the College of Brockport and was the Defensive Player of the Year at Brockport, communicating today with Hamill. Hamill fires over to first to try and catch Groskuth. No luck. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Hamill. Misses low to the inside for ball 3. Jake Zarat, 1 of 14 this season at bat, has only drawn 1 walk. 3-1. Runner goes from first. The throw to second will be in time. That'll be the 3rd out as Justin Valentino catches Jared Groskuth trying to steal. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. And we go to the 3rd inning. Still no score between Cortland and Onondaga on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org.
Welcome back to Onondaga. No score going to the top of the 1st inning between the Crush and the Flames. The next 3 due up to be the bottom of the order in Tyler McKeon, Valentino, and Jimmy Tatum. Jimmy Tatum also in the bullpen today, and when talking to the coaches in the pregame, they said we might see him today. He's definitely a possibility later on as this game wears. We'll see how the pitching rolls. Right now it'll be Onondaga playing defense. They went with number 25, Riley Glenn, the 6'2 redshirt freshman. Glenn so far this season for Onondaga is coming into today, pitched 9 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those earned, and 10 walks, has had 8 strikeouts, is 1-0 on the season, currently holding a 2.79 ERA as Tyler McKeon climbs into the right-handed box, and Glenn winds up and starts off the third inning with an elevated fastball for ball 1. Well, former NYCBLer Brad Leach was named to the 2018 Baseball Hall of Fame ballot as McKeon swings and sends a fly ball foul to the first base side. Even count 1-1, no outs. Things just underway here in the top of the third inning. No score between Cortland and Onondaga. Leach was a star pitcher at Notre Dame, where he was a Big East Conference Player of the Year in 1998. Was drafted by the Houston Astros with the 17th overall pick in the 98 draft. 1-1 in for strike 2. Leach spent his summer in 1996 in the NYCBL with the Ithaca Lakers, the year many of these current players out here were born. 1-2. McKeon swings and a fly ball sent first base side into the concourse. Count will stay 1-2. In 2008, Leach kind of hit the peak of his career, winning the World Series with the Philadelphia Phillies. Was named to the All-Star game along with the NL Comeback Player of the Year, Delivery Man of the Year, and the awards keep rolling on for him. His storybook season was in 98 when Leach finished 4th in the Cy Young voting. His career ending in 2012 as the 1-2. Hits McKeon on the left shoulder, and that's the first hit by pitch of the afternoon, and it puts a runner on first for the Crush. And to finish up that story, Leach's career ended in 2012. He finished with 225 saves and 603 1/3 inning pitched across 11 seasons in the MLB. They're going to go ahead and announce that class in January. So now up in the box is Justin Valentino, the catcher for the Crush. The Crush in their purple uniforms today with those bright purple socks to contrast against the Red Sox. Valentino lays down a bunt, rolls out to Glenn, and an over-the-shoulder throw to the first baseman Paxton for the 1-3. It does allow Tyler McKeon to go out to second. 1 down for the Crush. So now bring up Jimmy Tatum, a 6'2", 180 junior from Trinity University, into the right-handed batter's box to face the right-handed pitcher Glenn. No score, top of the third inning between Cortland and Onondaga. Tyler McKeon trailing off second. First pitch to Tatum. Hits the low outside corner for strike 1. Jimmy Tatum, who has not been in this lineup since June 4th against the Syracuse Spartans, unfortunately due to technological constraints, we couldn't play the pregame interview today with Coach McConnell, was away for personal reasons. Last time batting, he was named the NYCBL Player of the Night against Onondaga, went 3 for 4 against the Flames with a double and 2 RBIs. No balls and a strike, 1 out. Anthony Ciesco on deck for the Crush. 0-1. In there for strike 2. So the count goes 0-2 for Jimmy Tatum. Tatum so far this season with a .600 batting average and only 5 at-bats. 0-2. Got him looking, strike 3, and that is the 4th strikeout of the day for Riley Glenn. And his 3rd looking. So 2 down for the Crush, and now it'll be Anthony Ciesco into the batter's box for Cortland. Riley Glenn came out hot, striking out the side to start things off in this game. And then just now sending Tatum back to the dugout. So now we go back to the top of the order with Anthony Ciesco. First pitch to Ciesco. Misses outside of the plate against the righty for ball 1. Glenn, a right-handed pitcher, taking on the right-handed batter. Tyler McKeon out on second for the Crush. Cortland looking to stay unbeaten this season versus Onondaga. Glenn looks back, winds up, and then thinks about it and eyeballs Tyler McKeon back to second. One ball, no strike count. Here's the pitch to Ciesco. Swing and a line drive, finds the gap in right field. McKeon is held up at third, and Ciesco will get out to first on the single. First and third for the Crush, 2 outs on the board. And that's the first hit of the day by either team. So now bring up one of Cortland's most proficient hitters in Dylan Ketch. He's leading the team in runs and hits this season with 8 and 12 respectively. He climbs in the left-handed batter's box, circles his bat up 2 times, and then holds it straight up and down towards home plate. First pitch to Ketch. Cut and a miss with the changeup, got him to bite at it for strike 1. So no balls and a strike. A 1. Swing and a line drive over a diving third baseman, and Kretsch, 1 run will score. Rolls down the left field line and making his way all the way over to third is Ciesco. The throw is not in time, and it'll come up as an RBI double for Dylan Ketch. Cortland leads 1-0 in the top of the third. Dylan Ketch with his 13th run of the year to bring home his 4th RBI, and Cortland takes an early lead over Onondaga. Only the second time this year that Cortland has struck first. And so now there'll be a visit onto the mound from the Onondaga pitching staff. Runners on second and third, and Dylan Ketch and Anthony Ciesco. Nelson Laviosa will be up to the plate for Cortland. Crush now lead 1-0, top of the third. Laviosa, a right-handed batter, to face the right-handed pitcher. Crush trying to add on to their lead with 2 outs on the board. First pitch to the 3-spot batter, swinging a ball bounced towards a diving shortstop in Rosario, and he can't collect himself in time, and it'll go down as an RBI single for Nelson Laviosa. Anthony Ciesco scores his 4th run of the year, and the Crush lead 2-0. So back to first and third with Laviosa out on first, Dylan Ketch out on third, and now Zach Kelly into the right-handed batter's box. 0 of 1 today. First pitch to Kelly. Misses inside for ball 1. Kelly with the lone home run for the Crush this season. Came against Onondaga in the home opener. Drilled a 2-run homer over the right field fence. A throw to first to try and catch Laviosa. No luck from Glenn. So 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs on the board for the Crush. Cortland leading 2-0 in the top of the third. Glenn gives a motion out to third, then throws to first a little bit high. No luck either way. Glenn collects waist high. Wind up in the pitch. Goes over the shoelaces down the middle for ball 2. Runners on first and third. Expected to be a chilly night here in Onondaga. Temperatures to get into the mid to upper 50s. Coach McConnell letting the team know and the staff know before the game to make sure to bring something warm. 2 ball, no strike delivery. Low outside corner for strike 1. Laviosa on first, Dylan Ketch on third. Laviosa swinging .357 on the young season, a .367 on base percentage, .429 slugging. 2-1, he'll throw to first to try and catch Laviosa. No luck, so the count's still 2-1. Two down for the Crush, 2-0 in the top of the third, Cortland. Both runs coming with 2 outs on the board here in this half inning. Zach Kelly, who we know has got a lot of power to him, standing in the righty box. 2-1. Drifts low to the outside for ball 3. Runners on the corners. Here's the 3-1 from Glenn. Takes his time. Now here's the pitch. 3-1. Missed again. Ball 4, and that'll load the bases for the Crush. So now Zach Kelly on first, Nelson Laviosa on second, and Dylan Ketch out on third, and the third baseman Alex Babcock climbs into the right-handed batter's box. Babcock, who is nothing of nothing today with a walk. First pitch in for a strike. Excuse me, 0-1 today with a walk. 0-1 from Glenn. To the outside for ball 1. So the count goes even. 2 outs on the board. Two nothing Crush in the top of the third. Cortland trying to bring home some more runs with the bases loaded. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a bouncing ball out to third. Kretsch having some trouble with it. Rosario able to scoop it up and sling it over to first in time for the final out. The Crush pick up 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. And we go to the home half of the third inning. Cortland now leading 2-0 over Onondaga on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as the relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
protection, friendship,
escape,
independence.
Distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos, police,
devastation,
injury,
death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the campus of Onondaga Community College on the NYCBL Broadcast Network. 2-0 Crush going to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Zarat, Glenn, and Cherno up to bat, the 8-9-1 batters in the lineup. The first pitch from Charlie Hamill back on the hill for the Crush goes in for a strike. 0-1 count now. Zarat, a right-handed batter to take on the righty pitcher. 0-1. Finds the high corner for strike 2. Cortland looking for a big road win to try and pick themselves up after a tough loss at Wellsville and a canceled game on Wednesday. 0-2. Cutting a fly ball, lifted first base side foul into the screen and bouncing in front of the Crush bullpen. Charlie Hamill with a 7.11 ERA on the year. 0-2. Breaking ball just misses under the zone for ball 1. Came in today with 6 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 9 hits and 5 runs. All 5 of those earned. Hamill collects himself. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball towards right field. Catch comes under it, makes the one-handed squeeze. One down for Onondaga after the fly out to right field. It'll be Michael Ruggiero up to bat. Beg your pardon, not Glenn. First pitch to Ruggiero. Misses for ball 1. Ruggiero, right-handed batter, 2-0 crush, bottom of the third inning. Here's the windup and the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball past Himmel into center field, finds real estate, and that'll come up as a base hit for Michael Ruggiero. So now one runner on first for Onondaga, bottom of the third, Crush leading 2-0. And with one out on the board, it'll be Cherno, the leadoff batter, into the left-handed batter's box. Hamill winds up, first pitch. Swing and a cut foul at the curveball down low for strike 1. Dribbling just in front of home plate on that one. Cortland looking to protect their 2-0 lead and get back to 500 on this season. So no balls and a strike, one out. Crush with 3 hits today, just 1 for Onondaga. 0-1, misses outside against the lefty for ball 1. Brian Hart on deck for Onondaga. One runner on first. Here's the windup and the 1-1. Bounces away from Valentino in front of home plate, and that'll be an easy steal for Ruggiero. It rolls third base side into the Onondaga dugout. So Ruggiero advances on the passed ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down for Onondaga, now a runner in scoring position. The leadoff batter and Jack Cherno up in the left-handed batter's box. Cherno, a 5'9", 169 freshman from Columbia University. 1-1 finds the strike zone for a 1-2 count. Onondaga looking to respond after the Crush put up 2 runs in the top of the third inning. Very cloudy day overhead here. Cool temperatures rolling through and strong winds over the field. In and out throughout the evening. 2-2. Inside at the shins for ball 3. So the count goes full with 1 down for the Flames. Charlie Hamill with his blonde hair sticking out from underneath his hat. Long blonde hair. 3-2. Cutting a fly ball sent towards left foul territory and drifts out of the park. No harm and no foul. Count 3-2. Went scoreless through the first 2, and then Cortland putting up 2 runs in the top of the third. Onondaga with 1 down trying to bring one home. 3-2. Swinging a foul, grounding towards the shallow side of the Cortland dugout. Count will stay full. One runner trailing off second, and Michael Ruggiero, who picked up Onondaga's first hit of the day, a single. Hamill turns around, nearly throws to the runner, but just pump fakes. Rosario belly flops back onto the bag. Count will stay full with 2 outs. Cherno collects himself. Hamill brings the glove shoulder high, looks back at the runner. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a ground ball, first base side. Kelly eyes it, collects it, runs forward, tags the bag. 3 down for Onondaga. Rosario scampers out to third. So Onondaga's first run of the day inches just a little bit closer on the ground out, and now it's Brian Hart, the second baseman, into the box. Brian Hart, the team's leader in RBIs. Righty-on-righty matchup. Swing and a line drive past the running shortstop and Ciesco, and that'll score the first run of the day for Onondaga. Rosario crosses the plate, and it's an RBI single for Brian Hart. Cortland 2, Onondaga 1 in the bottom of the third inning, and now it's Matthews into the box for the Flames. Charlie Hamill on the mound today collects himself with 1 runner on first now and Brian Hart. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Well, Cohen Matthews, who's tied first on the team and walks drawn, takes strike 1 from Hamill. Count goes 0-1. Matthews, who had a monster game 3 games ago against the Syracuse Spartans, has gone hitless in his last 2 appearances. Last time he saw the crush, he went 1 of 1. 0-1 misses inside from a hopping back Matthews for ball 1. So with an even count and 2 down, Crush leading 2-1 in the bottom of the third. Onondaga looking to respond and bring home the runner at first to tie the game. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Matthews standing out on first. Matthews has scored 5 runs this year. Or excuse me, Hardis. The one who has scored that many this year. Matthews in the right-handed batter's box, taking ball 2, so a 2-1 count, 2 outs. Another pickoff attempt, a little bit low and not in time. Cortland trying to protect their 1-run lead in their third matchup with the Flames this season. Wind up 2-1, runner at first goes. Valentino doesn't see it, and that allows for a stolen base by Brian Hart. So now the tying run in scoring position, and Colin Matthews facing a 2-1 count. Hamill looks back. Here's the pitch. Cut and a miss, moves the count to 2-2. Colin Matthews, a D1 bound player to Kent State, an incoming freshman. Standing up tall in the box. Pickoff attempt to McKee on at second is offline, and the runner easily hops back on the bag. Well, this series has a history of being very tight, very back and forth. The Crush have won both games by a 2-run margin, 2-2. Low to the outside for that will be ball 4. There was an error on the scoreboard. And so that is a walk given up by Charlie Hamill. Now there'll be a conversation on the mound for the Cortland Crush with runners out on first and second. It'll be DiFilippo up to bat, who's 0 of 1 today, was put out on the 5-3 earlier. Well, the news came in the other week that Jake Kinney, a former Cortland Crush player, had been taken in the MLB draft in the 33rd round by the Philadelphia Phillies. Kinney announced via Twitter that he was not going to sign a pro contract, instead honor his commitment to play for the Florida State Seminoles as a preferred walk-on in the fall. Kenny grew up in the Sunshine State as a Tampa Bay Rays fan. Spent his first season at Florida Southern College, then went to Tallahassee Community College, which is somewhat of a pipeline to FSU. Wrapped up his 2018 season with 26 appearances, a 4-0 record, and nearly 40 innings pitched, 39 and 2/3. Landed 27 hits, 11 runs, and finished with 65 strikeouts and a 2.04 ERA. So now DiFilippo in the left-handed batter's box to face Hamill. Runners on first and second for Onondaga. Crush lead 2-1 in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to DiFilippo. Hits the low outside corner for strike one. A.J. DiFilippo, who actually played in the Little League World Series, played for Peabody Western back in 2009. So obviously you could say baseball panned out pretty well. So a balk moves the runners to second and third. Oh, 1. Misses inside for ball one. DiFilippo globes the bat around 3 times, holds it up, and now with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 down for the Flames. Onondaga looking to tie the game. 1-1. Hit him right on the back, and that'll load the bases. So a walk and a hit by pitch given up by Charlie Hamill gives the bases loaded to Casey Kretsch. Kretsch, the team's leader in batting average and even 500 on the year, has had 6 at-bats coming into today. Has driven home 2 runs. Has had 1 extra base hit. He'll go into the right-handed batter's box to take on the righty Charlie Hamill. The Crush trying to protect a 1-run lead in the bottom of the third. First pitch. Cut and a miss. Got him for strike 1. Looked like that was an elevated fastball. Two down, bases loaded. Hamill collects at the shoulders. Here's the 0-1. Bit of a flinch at it. Misses inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down for Onondaga. Flames trying to tie the game or take the lead here in the bottom of the third with the bases loaded. Wind up 1-1. Swinging a fly ball, sent first base side into foul territory and out of the ballpark. Count moves to 1-2. Hamill lifts the leg up. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a dropped third strike. Oh, they'll call it a strike all the same. That'll be the final out. And Onondaga leaves 3 stranded after the strikeout from Charlie Hamill. And we go to the 4th inning. Cortland protecting a 2-1 lead on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
protection,
ability,
friendship,
excitement, escape,
independence.
Distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos,
police,
devastation,
injury,
death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community.
Welcome back to the home of the Onondaga Flames. The Crush leading 2-1 in the top of the fourth inning. Alex Flock in the left-handed batter's box to take on Riley Glenn. Here's the first pitch to Flock. To the outside for ball one. In this half inning of play, it'll be Alex Flock, Tyler McKeon, and Valentino. The 6, 7, 8 spots in the lineup. 1-0, hits the low outside corner for strike one. We want to remind you this fourth inning of play is brought to you by Summit Federal Credit Union. Be sure to stop by Summit Federal Credit Union. 1-1. Curves into the zone for strike two. We want to remind you that you too can be a part of the Cortland Crush broadcast. Tweet us at CrushBall or tweet the announcer at Ryan_URQ, and we will answer your questions or say a shout out for you live on the air. 1-2, swinging a fly ball to center field. Cherno moves to his right, parks under it, makes the one-handed squeeze with the glove. One down for the Crush. So now bring up Tyler McKeon, the 165 senior from St. Anselm. Didn't see any action at the plate in the last time out against Wellsville. Last time against Onondaga was 0 for 3 with a pair of walks. First pitch. Finds Paydirt for strike one. Cortland with a 2-1 lead in the top of the fourth inning. Wind up, 0-1 from Glenn. Breaking ball in for strike two. One down for the Crush, no runners on the base paths, and Tyler McKeon in the right-handed batter's box. Left leg up, 0-2. Got him looking for strike three, the fifth of the day from Riley Glenn, who is wheeling and dealing here in the fourth. So Riley Glenn with 5 strikeouts, 4 of them looking, 1 swinging. And now it's the catcher, Justin Valentino, in the left-handed batter's box. Here's the first pitch to Valentino, high and away for ball one. That last strikeout, as a swing and a fly ball finds the gap in center field, down for a base hit. Valentino will round towards third and be held up there, and it'll come up as a single for Justin Valentino. And just to finish that thought there, Riley Glenn, so far in the season, now with 13 strikeouts as the first pitch to Jimmy Tatum is in for a ball. Or a strike, I beg your pardon. Tatum, a right-handed batter. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Tatum, the designated hitter today, getting his first action since Game 3 of the 2018 season on the road at Syracuse for that doubleheader. 0-1. Cutting a bouncing foul, third base side shallow and behind Tatum for strike two. Jimmy Tatum 0-1 today with a looking strikeout. One runner on first in Justin Valentino, the Crush with a 2-1 lead in the top of the fourth inning. Both of Cortland's runs coming with 2 outs on the board in the third. Pickoff attempt at first goes high, nearly gets away from the first baseman, but fortunately falls shallow for Corbin Paxton in front of him, and Valentino doesn't go anywhere. Glenn leans forward, stands back up, 0-2. Check swing and misses for a ball, so the count moves to 1-2. Jimmy Tatum, in his last appearance, went 3 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs against Onondaga. He's a dangerous batter. And today's designated hitter, trying to extend this Crush lead or move the runner. 1-2. Misses for a ball high and inside. Cortland with 4 hits today, Onondaga with 2. Valentino takes about 4, 5, now 6 steps off first. Pitch. Got him, strike 3, and that is Glenn's 6th strikeout of the day, and it ends the inning for the Crush. No runs, no hits, or 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cortland 2, Onondaga 1 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Meals on Wheels do. They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. AmericaLet'sDoLunch.org. That's AmericaLet'sDoLunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Out and another strikeout for Ben Mack.
What's up, Cortland? This is Crush pitcher Ben Mack. The Cortland Crush are sponsored by Cortland Regional Medical Center. When life throws you a curveball, the medical professionals at CRMC are there providing quality health care with skill and compassion, meeting the lifelong health care needs of all citizens of Cortland and surrounding communities. To learn more, visit www.cortlandregional.org.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the home of the Onondaga Flames. Cortland 2, Flames 1, heading to the home half of the 4th inning. Cortland so far has had 4 hits today, just 2 for Onondaga, and the Flames will look to cut into this 1-run lead for Cortland. Onondaga, who this is the first of 2 games that'll be played between today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's game at home at Beaudry Park. A big home stretch for the Crush here, trying to pick up some wins and move up in the Eastern Division. Cortland currently sitting behind Onondaga at 4-5 in the season. The Flames 5-6. Cortland, who got the best of Sherrill, who was the division leader and still is. Next 3 due up for the Onondaga Flames to be Paxton, Groskuth, and Zarat. Paxton climbs in the left-handed batter's box to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch from Hamill to the outside for ball 1. Thick cloud cover overhead. Supposed to stay overhead throughout the night. 1-0. Breaks down low for strike 1. Things just underway here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Crush protecting a 1-run lead. Here's the windup and the pitch from Charlie Hamill. Swinging a ground ball right back up the middle. Ciasco moves to his left, fields it, hops a couple of times, and then throws to Kelly at first for the first out. One down for Onondaga and send up Jared Groskuth, who's 0 of 1 today with a walk. It's now in the right-handed batter's box as Groskuth to take on the right-handed pitcher. Here's the windup and first delivery. Finds the inside low corner for strike 1. Groskuth, a 185 freshman, awaiting the pitch. Here it is. Low and to the outside for ball 1. Well, here on the Onondaga Hill, you can look out to the right and see the community and probably for several miles out towards right center field. 1-1 from Hamill. Slings it in for strike 2. Here in Onondaga, if you're wondering where the name comes from, if this is your first time listening, it's from the Onondaga Nation, an original member of the Haudenosaunee, also known as the Iroquois Confederacy, one of the oldest forms of democracy in the history of the world. 1-2. Drops below to the outside for ball 2. Known as the Firekeepers, if you're wondering where the name Flame comes from, the Onondagas continue to be responsible for gathering the ideas and aloft the 6 nations in the Grand Council. 2-2. Got him for strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Charlie Hamill. So now 2 down for Onondaga, and it'll be Zeron in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch. Misses down below for ball 1. So 1-0 from Hamill. Misses inside again for ball 2. Cortland 2, Onondaga 1, bottom of the 4th inning. 2 down for the Flames and no runners on. Surratt collects himself back in the right-handed batter's box, and the catcher slings the bat up ready for the pitch. Charlie Hamill, wind up, 2-0. Swinging a ground ball out to short. Ciesco moves right, hops up, fires it high to Kelly, who's able to haul it in and retire the side. Still, Cortland 2, Onondaga 1 after the Flames go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 4th, and we go to the 5th. Still, Cortland 2, Onondaga 1 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
What does meal?
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Everybody buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up.
Everybody
Buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Everybody, buckle up.
Let's go.
Buckle up.
Can we go to the store? Can we get some ice cream?
Buckle up.
Everybody.
Buckle up.
Everybody buckle up.
A lot goes on in the car, but remember, you're in control. Stand firm. Only move when you hear the click that says they're buckled in. Never give up until they buckle up. Learn more at safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the campus of Onondaga Community College. Cortland 2, Flames 1 in the top of the 5th inning. The next 3 due up for the Crush will be the top of the order. And Anthony Ciesco, Dylan Ketch, and Nelson Laviosa. Ciesco so far today 1 of 2 with a single and a run scored. Riley Glenn back on the mound, who has 6 strikeouts today. In the first pitch, a high fly ball towards right field. Matthews and Cherno converge, and Cherno makes the grab for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 down for the Crush. So 1 quickly away, and it'll send Dylan Ketch up to the plate with an RBI double today. He's 1 of 2. Ketch swinging .375 on the year with a .432 on base percentage as the team's leader in runs and hits. First delivery to the outside for ball 1. Dylan Ketch, the last time versus Onondaga, went 1 for 5 with a run scored, is 2 of 9 in the series. Now with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. 1-0. In for strike one. Crush 2, Flames nothing, top of the fifth. Cortland trying to extend their tight lead. All three of these games so far have been tight. Crush taking the first one 7-5 in the home opener, and then the second game right here at OCC 6-4 the final after a back and forth affair. Last pitch in for a ball, so the count goes 2-1, one down for Cortland. Riley Glenn, shoulder high collection, brings it down to the hips. Here's the windup and the pitch, 2-1. Skips off home plate for ball 3. Nelson Laviosa on deck, getting warmed up with a hammer on the right side of things. Dylan Ketch climbs back into the lefty box. Wind up 3-1. Outside, ball 4, and that will walk Dylan Ketch. So now a runner on first for the Crush, one down, and it'll bring Nelson Laviosa to the plate, who is 1 of 2 today, struck out in the first and hit a single in the third, got all the way out to second, but was left stranded. Glenn has relented 3 walks today, fires over to Ketch at first, or fires over to Paxton at first to try and get Ketch, no luck. Ketch leading off by about 5 feet, maybe 6. Pitch to Laviosa, misses for a ball to the outside against the right-handed batter. Crush maintaining a 2-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning. Cortland looking to get back to .500 on the year and bounce back from a rough loss at Wellsville. Glenn turns around, tries the pickoff, no luck against Dylan Ketch. Nelson Laviosa currently riding a 5-game hit streak. Will now make it 6 after the single back in the third. Pickoff attempt again, no luck. Also currently on a 4-game multi-hit streak. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Ruggiero picks it up, fired to second in time. The sidearm to first, also in time. 6-4-3 double play, retires the side. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still Cortland 2, Onondaga 1 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
This is Lauren Williams, General Manager for Game Day Operations of the Cortland Crush. Crush Nation would like to thank A Pizza and More for their sponsorship of Crush Baseball. From subs to wings, entrees, and of course pizza, they'll be sure to satisfy. Order today.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Titans go! When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely. Hollywood, here we come! And you know it's super. To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
We're finally on the big screen. Have a seat, my dude. For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Gotcha. That's a wise move.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the ballpark. I'm Ryan Urquhart, the voice of the Cortland Crush, joining you live from the home of the Onondaga Flames, where today Cortland trying to stay unbeaten versus the Flames this season. First pitch in from Charlie Hamill down below for ball 1 against the leadoff batter, and Michael Ruggiero, who's the 9-hole hitter, and then it'll be Cherno and Hart in the 1-2 spots due up after him. A lot of strikeouts today, 4 so far for Charlie Hamill. On the other side of things, 6 for Riley Glenn, swinging a fly ball, foul first base side. Crush holding on to a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Crush have only given up 2 hits today to Onondaga. Swing and a line drive, make it 3, down on real estate for a base hit. The throw from right field is late. Catch trying to get it over to Kelly was probably about 2 seconds late. And so things open up in the 5th with a single. So now Michael Rosario standing on first, Crush 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. And now it is Jack Cherno, the freshman from Columbia University, into the lefty box. Hamill winds up. Bunt shown, gets away from Valentino, and that will allow Rosario to go out to second. So Rosario advances out to second on the passed ball. Here's the 1-0, swing and a line drive, fair down the first base side, and rolls into right field. Runner at third, going for home, and Rosario slides in safe as the throw is well short of the plate, and we're all tied at 2 in the bottom of the 5th. It'll come up as an RBI single for Jack Cherno. And now it's Brian Hart up to the plate, now tied at 2 between the Crush and the Flames. Brian Hart swings and pops one up foul, first base side, just drifted outside the foul line for strike 1. So now a no ball, 1 strike count, tied at 2 in the bottom of the 5th. No outs on the board and a runner on first in Jack Cherno. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Hart with a .219 average this season. And a .766 on-base percentage, .344 slugging. Here's the 0-1 to the righty. Misses inside for ball 1. So none down for the Flames. Onondaga trying to take the lead for the first time today. One runner trailing off first. Here's the 1-1. Misses low to the outside against the righty from Charlie Hamill for ball 2. Well, next up for Onondaga will be a matchup with Hornell, the reigning NYCBL champions. Threw it to first on the pickoff attempt, not in time. Count 2 balls and 1 strike, none down for Onondaga. Onondaga, after winning their last game against Olean, the game before that, they played the Syracuse Saltcats, who Cortland will see after this back-to-back series, 2-1. Misses down below for ball 3. 2 games ago, that one was a fun one. Took an early 5-0 lead. Did Onondaga in the bottom of the first, or did Syracuse, excuse me. And then Onondaga came back with 3 runs of their own to bring the game a little bit closer. And then later in that game, another 4 runs from the Flames. Swinging a ground ball, bouncing into the glove of the shortstop Ciesco to throw to Kelly over at first is in time. 1 down for the Flames. It does allow Cherno to go out to second. Currently tied at 2 in the bottom of the 5th between Cortland and Onondaga. Now the go-ahead run in scoring position for the Flames, and it's Matthews, the 3-spot batter, up at the plate. Hamill winds up, first pitch, swing and a ball bounce, third base side, and will be called foul. So count moves to 0-1. Looks like it just clipped outside the third base line. Colin Matthews brings the bat up, ready for the 0-1 from Hamill. Hamill looks back at the runner. Bouncing around is McKeon towards second. He'll deliver the pitch, 0-1. Almost gets away from Valentino. Is able to block it. Count goes 1-1. Matthews, with a .313 average on the season, has driven in 4 runs. Matthews struck out, back in the first, and then drew a walk back in the third. 1-1, hits the zone for strike 2. Matthews in the righty box. Hamill collects. 1-2. Skips away from Valentino. The runner at second goes in Cherno, and he'll reach third safely off the passed ball. So now that go-ahead run inches a little bit closer for Onondaga. And Matthews just has to get something out here. Even a sacrifice fly would do it. With only 1 out at the board, tied at 2 in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2. Nearly skipped away from Valentino again. Is able to block it. Ball 3, so the count goes full. Onondaga taking the lead in this half inning off an RBI single from Jack Cherno to score Rosario. Now Matthews with a chance to bring home Cherno and give Onondaga their first lead. 3-2, swinging a ball bounced right back to Hamill. He'll turn, look back at third, then fire over to Kelly at first for the second out. 2 down for Onondaga. So now the situation changes with 2 outs on the board and the runner standing at third for Onondaga. Cherno, who reached on an RBI single, when I looked at DiFilippo. DiFilippo, who was put out in the first and then reached on a hit by pitch in the third, climbs up into the lefty box. Circles the bat around once, twice, brings it up. Hamill, the first delivery. Inside for a ball. DiFilippo, the last time he saw Cortland, went 1 for 4. Coming off of a 1 for 4 performance against Olean as well. Hit a double in that one, as well as 2 RBIs last pitch, and misses for a ball. So the count goes 2-0. Him on the mound, takes a breath, collects it shoulder high. Here's the 2-0. Cutting a foul ball first base side, moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. One runner hanging out on third. Left-handed batter A.J. DiFilippo up at the plate. Wind up 2-1, swinging a blooper into left field. That'll get down and score the runner at third, and Onondaga takes their first lead today. A.J. DiFilippo's 8th RBI this season. Scores the run, and now will be a meeting on the mound as the Flames take their first lead 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Well, the game started with a Crush bringing home 2 runs in the top of the 3rd to take a 2-0 lead. Onondaga responded with a run of their own. And then now we're going to have a pitching change on the mound. We'll step aside and then talk about who it is after this break Cortland trailing 3-2 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Titans go! When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safe.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
No word in the English language.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
Welcome back to the ballpark. I'm Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. We currently sit bottom of the fifth inning. Onondaga 3, Cortland 2. The Flames have taken their first lead of the day. And now it will be number 7, Mike Stefan up to the plate. We'll wait to see if this is a pinch hitter or a substitution. Now it's Dan Faviccio on the plate for the Crush. First pitch in for a ball. Faviccio, a right-handed pitcher, and at 6'2", 200 pounds, from St. Michael's College, a sophomore. 1-0 delivery, runner at first goes. Valentino picks it up, and throw to second is offline, and it rolls into right center field. The runner in DiFilippo will stay. And it's a stolen base for number 12. That is DiFilippo's first stolen base this season. And so now with a runner in scoring position, Onondaga looking to extend their lead. Stefan, the left-handed batter's box. Wind up 2-0. Low outside, ball 3. Himmel looks back at the runner, then back at home plate. Wind up 3-0. Drifts way to the outside for ball 4, and that will walk Stefan. Two runners on for the Flames in the bottom of the fifth. Onondaga maintaining a 3-2 lead over the Crush. After an RBI single from DiFilippo. So now it's Corbin Paxton, the first baseman. Paxton, who's 0 for 1 so far this season coming in against Cortland, is 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Paxton. Hits the low outside corner, strike 1. Runners on first and third in a 1-run lead for the Flames in the bottom of the fifth. Paxton, left-handed batter, taking on Faviccio, the right-handed pitcher. Wind up, 0-1. Skips around in front of home plate. All runners stay as Valentino is able to collect it. Well, Faviccio has only seen 1 inning pitched so far this season. No other stats really to speak of. Faviccio yielded only .242 to opposing batters over the 9 innings pitched in 5 games at St. Michael's. 1-1. Misses away against the lefty for ball 2. Crutch out on first. DiFilippo out on second. Sky overhead starting to darken as the lights contrasting more against it. Vivicho looks back, winds up, 2-1. Swinging a ground ball out to short. Ciesco picks it up, slings it over to Kelly at first in time, and that will end the inning. Onondaga leaves 3 runners stranded but takes the lead in the bottom of the 5th, taking a 3-2 lead to the top of the 6th here on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
protection, friendship,
escape,
independence,
distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
Chaos.
police,
Devastation.
injury,
tears,
death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably?
Welcome back to Onondaga Community College. We're all set to start off the 6th inning of play between Cortland and Onondaga. The Crush trailing 3-2 on the road in the first pitch to Zach Kelly in for a strike. Kelly leading things off. To start the 6th inning, it'll be Kelly, Babcock, and Flock. The next 3 due up for the Crush. Riley Glenn back on the mound, who has 6 strikeouts today. The last time the Crush were on offense, it was 3 up, 3 down. Being retired off the second 6-4-3 double play of the day. 0-1 in for strike 2, and quickly working is Glenn and has Kelly behind in the count. Glenn brings it hip high. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball in for strike 3, and that'll be the 7th strikeout of the day for Riley Glenn. Glenn has been very smooth and worked very quickly against many of these Cortland batters. Here's the first pitch now to Babcock, in for strike 1. That's the 4th straight strike thrown by Riley Glenn. Cortland trails 3-2 in the top of the 6th. Glenn with a heart-high collection brings it down at the waist. Here's the 0-1. Misses low to the outside for ball 1. So now with an even count, 1 out on the board. Cortland trying to find some offense, already 1 down after Kelly went down on strikes. One. Misses to the outside for ball 2 against the right-handed batter. Alex Babcock swinging .355 on the season. A .375 on-base percentage, has picked up 11 hits and 2 extra base hits, both of them doubles. 2-1. Inside at the hips for ball 3. Babcock so far today was walked back in the 2nd and was put out in the 3rd. Babcock with eyes for a base hit. Trying to maybe draw a walk. 3-1. Breaking ball inside corner for strike 2. Foul pitch. Cut and a miss. Got him on the breaking ball for strike 3, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to open things up in the 6th for Riley Glenn. Two down for Onondaga and a 3-2 lead for the Flames. Now it's Alex Flock up to the plate, who's 0 of 2 today. First pitch to Flock, high and outside for ball 1. Flock taps home plate twice, swings the bat around a few times, ready to go. 1-0 from Glenn. Breaks it into the zone for strike 1. 2 down for the Crush after back-to-back strikeouts from Glenn. He's got 8 so far today. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery, misses low to the outside in the dirt for ball 2. Onondaga coming off of a 5-2 win over Olean, who has won 2 of the last 4 NYCBL championships, swinging a line drive down into center field, and it'll come up as a single for Alex Flock, his first hit of the day. Flock, with his 7th hit on the year, now stands on first. And that'll bring up Tyler McKeon into the right-handed batter's box. Onondaga 3, Cortland 2, top of the 6th. The tying run now standing on first. First pitch gets away from the catcher, and the passed ball allows Alex Flock to go out to second. So a costly error there puts the tying run in scoring position, and now there'll be a conversation on the mound between the Onondaga coaching staff and Riley Glenn. Well, Cortland has been effective with 5 hits today. It's really been a hot and cold affair. Many times Cortland able to string some offense together, mainly in the 3rd. And other times it's been a strikeout party for Riley Glenn up there on the hill. Tyler McKeon will be up at the plate. One of the seniors on this roster, a 5'9", 165 player out of St. Anselm, had a breakout season in 2018 with St. Anselm. Hit more RBIs and scored more runs than each of the 2 previous seasons combined in his totals. He's a communications and economics major. Also used to play a little bit of basketball back in high school as well. Here's the 1-0. Steered in for strike 1, brings the count even with 2 outs. Flock standing out on second after reaching on a single and then advancing on a passed ball. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball bounced over the pitcher, rolling shallow towards short, and a race out to first. Won by Tyler McKeon, and it puts runners on first and third for the Crush. The throw from Rogerio was late. As it bounced, it looked like it caught the front of the hill and then landed really shallow in front of the shortstop, Rogerio, and couldn't get there in time to make the throw. So back-to-back singles for the Crush. Now with a chance to tie the game, Justin Valentino, the catcher, an 8-spot hitter in the lineup, up to the plate. And looks like we might see a pitching change here for Onondaga, and we will. While he warms up, we'll step aside and find out who it is. Cortland trailing 3-2 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network in the top of the 6th.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow, because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles.
Welcome back to Onondaga. It'll be Jack DeStefano up on the hill for Onondaga. Jeff DeStefano, a 190 freshman out of Canisius College, went 2 innings against Cortland in his first appearance in Game 2 here at OCC. Gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and had 1 strikeout on that afternoon. He's a left-handed pitcher. Now he'll take on Justin Valentino. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings so far through 2 games. Has given up 6 hits and no runs, and that 1 lone strikeout coming against Cortland. So Valentino, a left-handed batter, to take on the lefty. Cortland trailing 3-2. Top of the 6th. First pitch. Elevated fastball for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike, runners on first and third for the Crush, and McKeon and Alex Flock. 1-0. Throw over to first on the pickoff attempt, not in time. Let's go ahead and bring you today's X101 classic moment on this day in baseball history. In 2005, before a pitch in the 7th inning, the umpires are asked to investigate Brendan Donnelly's glove for a foreign substance. 1-0, swinging a ground ball right back up the middle, and that'll score a run for the Crush, and we're all tied at 3 in the 6th. That Justin Valentino's first RBI of 2018, and it's a big one to tie this game at 3. McKeon goes out to second, Flock scoring the run, and now Valentino standing out on first. To finish up that always classic moment, that was Brendan Donnelly's glove was asked to be investigated for a foreign substance, as the first pitch now to Jimmy Tatum is missed for a ball on the inside. Runners on first and second, tied at 3, top of the 6th. Upon the discovery, they found out there was illegal pine tar in the glove. The Angel pitcher, who claims he uses the material to control sledding, is tossed, resulting in skipper Mike Sioska, the Nationals manager, Frank Robinson, exchanging angry words, which incites a brawl, clearing both benches and bullpens. 1-0, finds the zone for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, tied at 3. Here's the pitch. DeStefano misses outside against the righty for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike, 2 down for the Crush. Cortland trying to take back the lead. Cortland led till the last half inning, where Onondaga put up 2 runs to take a 3-2 lead, slashing a foul ball into the first base side screen. Moves the count even 2-2. Moments ago, that classic moment in baseball history brought to you by X101 Radio. We remind you that X101 Radio is the flagship station of the Cortland Crush. DeStefano winds up 2-2. Cut and a miss, and it's a strikeout for Jeff DeStefano, and that will end the inning. The Crush are able to pick up 1 run off 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base, and go into the bottom of the 6th. We're all tied at 3 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star, and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Everybody buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Everybody buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up. Everybody buckle up.
Let's go.
Buckle up.
Can we go to the store? Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Buckle up. Everybody buckle up.
Out and another strikeout for Ben Mack.
What's up, Cortland? This is Crush pitcher Ben Mack. The Cortland Crush are sponsored by Cortland Regional Medical Center. When life throws you a curveball, the medical professionals at CRMC are there providing quality health care with skill and compassion, meeting the lifelong healthcare needs of all citizens of Cortland and surrounding communities. To learn more, visit www.cortlandregional.org.
Welcome back to Onondaga. Tied at 3, bottom of the 6th inning. Dan Pavicchio back on the hill for the Crush, sending in strike 1 to start things off in the bottom of the 6th. Cortland tying the game in the last half inning of play. It'll be the bottom of the order, and Grosguth, Zarat, and Ruggiero up at the plate. Pavicchio winds up swinging a fly ball, finds the gap in left field, down for a base hit, and it'll be a single to open up things in the bottom of the 6th for the Flames. Grosguth, who reached on a walk back on the 3rd and then struck out in his last at-bat, picks up his first hit of the day and now stands on first with Zarat up to the plate. Zarat, a right-handed batter, to take on the right-handed pitcher in Pavicchio. Pavicchio, who's the son of another former college athlete from Ina College. His dad playing baseball there as well. Valentino picks it up, the throw over to first, not in time. Grosguth able to belly flop back on the bag to stay safe. So the count 1-0. Onondaga looking to take back the lead after Cortland tied the game in the top of the 6th. Cortland looking to get back to 500, currently sitting 5-6, third in the Eastern Division. Here's the 0-1-0. Bunt laid down, rolling up towards Pavicchio. He underhands it to Kelly at first. There's one down for the Flames. It does allow Grosguth to go out to second. So after the sack bunt, the go-ahead run is in scoring position, with Michael Ruggiero up the plate. First pitch outside against the right-handed batter for ball 1. Michael Ruggiero, who's a 6'1", 170 freshman from Wagner College, from the state of New York, grew up in Smithtown. Coming off of a 1-for-5 performance, scored a run, had struck out twice against the Oilers. Pavicchio will take another second here. Tied at 3, one runner at second for the Flames. Grosguth trailing off. 1-0 to Rosario. Inside, Valentino able to collect it. Goes for ball 2. Rosario, a former two-sport athlete in high school, was the captain of both the baseball team and the volleyball team at Smithtown High. Saw a ton of success and championships in both, and this one catches Rosario nearly on the head. He's able to skip away from it. Had to duck under that one, getting away from Faviccio. Count goes 3-0, nearly a dangerous moment there. Rosario making the quick reflex move to get out of the way of that errant pitch. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 down for the Flames. 3-0, misses downstairs. That walks Rosario out to first. Just to finish up that thought, Rosario was the first player from Smithtown High School East to win an all-county award his junior and his senior year. Was also a top 20 blue chip prospect and an all-state baseball selection in the state of New York. So now up at the plate will be Cherno. Jack Cherno from Columbia University. Last time he saw the Crush, he went 2 for 4 with a strikeout and 1 stolen base. So far today, he's 1 of 3 with an RBI single. There's a windup, first pitch to Cherno, in for strike 1 from Faviccio. Runners on first and second, and Rosario and Zarat tied at 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Nearly got ahead of myself there. Wind up pitch from Faviccio. Low and away for ball 1. Onondaga looking to regain the lead. This the first of 2 games over the next 48 hours. One here, the other one to be played in Cortland at Beaudry Park. Cortland coming up on the last week of which they'll be playing at Beaudry Park. They'll move to Wallace next week, 1-1. Steers to the outside for ball 2. 1 away for the Flames. After a sacrifice bunt laid down by Zarat. Now the leadoff batter in the order, waiting the 2-1. Here it is from Faviccio, misses outside for ball 3. Faviccio walks around the hill, taking a moment to collect. Getting towards dusk here in Onondaga. Light shining bright over the field. Wind up, 3-1 pitch. Cutting a miss, got him on the breaking ball down low. They'll say it's a foul tip, I beg your pardon. All the same, count moves 3-2. The center fielder circles the bat over his left shoulder, ready for the 3-2 pitch. Here it is from Faviccio. Slung in, missed down low, and that'll be ball 4, and it loads the bases for Onondaga with 1 out. Back-to-back walks giving up by Faviccio, and now Valentino will come and have a quick word with his pitcher and try and settle him down a little bit. So dangerous territory here. A chance for Onondaga to take the lead with the bases loaded. And Brian Hart up to bat. Hart so far today drew a walk in the first, picked up a single in the third, and was put out in the 5th. Hart with 9 RBIs this year and a chance to pick up some more here. Tied at 3, bottom of the 6th. Faviccio at the belly button, winds up, first pitch to Hart. Inside ball 1. So the situation, Cherno on first, Rosario on second, Groskuth on third. Groskuth, the only runner on base to reach off a hit. 1-0. Inside again for ball 2. No action currently in the Cortland bullpen. Two balls, no strikes. Wind up, delivery. This one able to find the zone for strike one. Cortland trying to bounce back after a tough game and then a game canceled due to rain. They'll play that game on Saturday. It was supposed to be a single game against Syracuse. Now a doubleheader set for 11:30 and 2 o'clock as the 2-1 misses beneath for ball 3. Now it'll be 2 7-inning games. The same situation we saw earlier this season when the opener against the Syracuse Spartans was rained out. 3-1. Inside at the shins, ball 4, and Onondaga takes the lead off the third straight walk. And now there'll be a conversation on the mound between Coach Mattoon and his infield, and they're going to bring in another pitcher. We'll step aside while he warms up. Onondaga 4, Cortland 3, bottom of the 6th on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
protection,
ability,
friendship,
excitement,
escape,
independence.
Distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos, police,
devastation,
injury,
tears,
death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Onondaga. The Flames leading 4-3 over the Crush in the bottom of the 6th, and the bases still loaded for Onondaga with just one out on the board. It'll be Colin Matthews in the right-handed batter's box to now face Maxwell Tannenbaum, casually known as Max, a right-handed pitcher, 5'9", 170 out of Babson College. The senior currently leading with 6 appearances on the year and 9 strikeouts. That team leading as well. Last time out on the mound was against Sherrill in Lafayette, his first submarine-style pitch inside for ball 1. Finished up that Sherrill game in Lafayette with 1 inning pitched, 2 runs given up, 2 of those earned. 2 hits and 5 batters faced. Has been one of the most deadly relief pitchers out of the bullpen alongside Jonathan Treisler, who's kind of been the closer for Cortland this year. 1-0, swung on and bounced foul, third base side. Skipped foul about an inch in front of that third base bag. And a sigh of relief from the Cortland dugout. Onondaga 4, Cortland 3, bottom of the 6th. Crush will look to Tannenbaum to try and protect what is currently only a 1-run deficit. These games have a history of being very close, very tight, very back and forth between these two teams. Cortland had to come back on Onondaga at home for their first win of the year, and then later came back here and was down several times. 1-1 in for a strike, moves the count to 1-2. How big would it be here for Tannenbaum to come make something happen out of the bullpen? His submarine style really tends to throw batters off. 1-1, grounded out to second. McKee on a diving catch, slings it over to first in time for the second out, but that does allow another run to score, and Onondaga takes a 5-3 lead. Michael Rosario scores his third run of the day and his fifth of the year. A new season high for Rosario. So now with Matthews out on first, Hart out on second, and Cherno on third, it'll be DiFilippo in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch from Tannenbaum in for a ball, or misses for a ball. 1-0. Cut and a miss. Got him for strike one. Bases loaded now with 2 outs. Flames leading 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. We've had a couple different lead changes today. 1-1. Steers to the outside for ball 2. Two runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-1 outside for the 3-1 now. First out came off a sacrifice bunt from Zarad, and then Matthews was thrown out on his way to first. DiFilippo now facing a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball bounced towards second. McKeon comes forward, makes the sling over to first in time for the final out that will end the inning. The Onondaga Flames pick up a couple of runs off one hit. No errors and 2 runners left on base. And we go to the 7th inning. Flames 5, Crush 3 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
protection,
friendship, escape,
independence,
distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos,
police,
devastation,
injury,
tears, death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
What? This is Jonathan Truestley, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Onondaga 5, Crush 3, hitting the top of the 7th inning. Next 3 due up for the Crush to be the top of the order: Anthony Ciasco, Dylan Ketch, and Nelson Laviosa. Cortland will look to dig into this lead that Onondaga has built. First pitch from DiStefano. Ball 1. DiStefano, the lefty, winds up, delivers, outside again for ball 2. Crush leading in hits, 7-6. Ciasco swings, breaks the bat, and it lands right into the glove of Brian Hart. And that'll be a fly out, but that bat shattered in the hand of Anthony Ciasco. 1 down for the Crush. So after the short fly out, it'll be Dylan Ketch up to the plate, who had a big RBI double back in the 3rd and then reached on a walk in his last at-bat. Has struck out once today. one of Cortland's most consistent batters. He's currently swinging .375 on the year with a .432 on base percentage. Finished up his collegiate season as the team leader in those two categories, as well as led his collegiate team in South Virginia University in hits. Lefty pitcher, lefty batter. First pitch, laid down bunt, rolls third base side. Kretsch comes forward, scoops it up, and not able to get it over to first in time. Dylan Ketch picks up a single in the top of the 7th. So now with a runner on first, Onondaga still holding a 2-run lead, 5-3 in the top of the 7th, and now it'll be a conversation on the hill for the Flames, and that's going to be a pitching change. We'll see who's coming out of the bullpen after the break. It's Onondaga 5, Cortland 3 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Swing and a high fly ball straight away center field. It's gone! Hey Crush fans, this is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. We all know baseball is a team game. Well, the Crush are supported by an excellent teammate in the Cortland County Chamber of Commerce. They seek to promote business growth, charity, and quality of life. To learn more, visit their website at cortlandareachamber.com.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star, and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Next Thursday, you will be caught in a flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at nyc.gov/readyny or call 311. Brought to you by New York City Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
This is Jonathan Truesdale, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Onondaga 5, Cortland 3, top of the 7th inning, and now a pitching change for the Onondaga Flames after Dylan Ketch picks up the single, and on Cortland only with one out on the board trying to make some offense happen. They'll go to number 33, Chris Burnett, the right-handed pitcher, 6'1", 190 out of Cal Poly Pomona. Finished up the 2018 season in college with 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs. Both of those earned, gave up 2 walks and 1 strikeout. So some limited action in college coming onto the mound today. Burnett has appeared in 2 games so far in this NYCBL season. Also 2 innings pitched. Has thrown 5 strikeouts. First pitch, breaking ball, low inside corner for strike 1. Now against Nelson Laviosa, the right-handed batter. Crush trying to cut into this Onondaga lead and need a base hit desperately here in the top of the 7th. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time to try and get Ketch. No runs given up by Burnett this season in his 2 appearances in those 2 innings. Laviosa waving the bat high over his head. 0-1. Swinging a fly ball towards right field, and it will fall just foul into the corner and roll right into that corner. And that'll be a foul ball. Good contact, just not able to keep it in play. So the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out for the Crush, trailing by 2 in the top of the 7th. Nelson Laviosa, who's currently riding a 6-game hit streak, including today. He's 1 of 3 in today's game. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time to try and get Ketch. The no balls, 2 strikes. Burnett, just high collection, gives the nod. Wind up, 0-2. Tips to the outside, away from Zarad. He's not able to collect it in time, and Ketch goes tumbling into second. And so the passed ball will allow Dylan Ketch to get into scoring position. Ketch with a bit of an awkward slide there, went face first into second, lost his batting helmet in the process, now trailing off by, let's call it 6 or 7 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burnett winds up. Here's the pitch. Cut and a miss on a low breaking ball for strike 3. 2 down for the Crush, and the first strikeout of the day for Burnett. So 2 down for Cortland, 1 runner in scoring position, and Zach Kelly in the right-handed batter's box. Kelly was put out in the second, reached on a walk in the third, and then struck out in the 6th. Wind up, first pitch to Kelly, swinging a ball, bludgeoned, rolling towards second, between first and second, and it's picked up and it gets away from the pitcher. Ketch rounds third and scores, and the error brings home a run for the Crush, and Kelly gets on base safely. It looked like the first baseman, Paxton, tried to throw it over to Glenn, and it just got away from him. Ketch scores his 9th run of the year. And so the first error of the day is committed by Onondaga, and the Crusher back within a run. Kelly now on first, trailing off by 4-5 steps. Alex Babcock, the third baseman in the righty box, ready for the first pitch. Wind up delivery in for strike 1 from Burnett. Well, we wouldn't have expected any other kind of game. The first 2 have been very tight. Cortland currently trailing by a run. The Crush have led once today. That was back on the 3rd and held that lead till the bottom of the 5th. Burnett winds up. Here's the 0-1. Cut and a miss for strike 2. So 1 runner on first, 2 outs. Onondaga 5, Cortland 4. Oh, 2. Steers to the outside. Zarate has to go out and grab it for ball 1. Nighttime has fallen here in Onondaga. Light shining bright overhead. Not as much wind over the field as was expected. Was really windy a bit earlier. Seems it's died down. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Crush. A breath and a pitch to Babcock. Swing and a ball bludgeon, third base side, rolling foul towards the Onondaga dugout. Crush looking to get back to 500, currently 4-5 this year. Onondaga looking to hold strong atop the top half of the Eastern Division. And Cortland looking to bounce back with a road win and pick up some momentum going into tomorrow's home tilt with the Flames. 1-2. Low and away, bit of a check swing, but called ball 2. So now with an even count and 2 outs on the board, it'll be Alex Babcock awaiting the pitch from Burnett. Bit of a nod. Turn around, fire to first. Not in time. Onondaga thought they had him. Kelly standing out on first after reaching on the error that brought home Dylan Ketch. Burnett gives the nod. Takes a deep breath. Wind up 2-2. Got him looking on the breaking ball for strike 3, and that is another strikeout for Onondaga, their 11th on the evening, and it retires the side. The Crush are able to put up a run and get back within 1 going to the 7th inning stretch. Onondaga 5, Crush 4 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team. Welcome back to the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. Look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Hamilton the Pug, Instagram star, and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org.
Welcome back to Onondaga Flames 5, Cortland 4 as we hit the 7th inning stretch here in Flame territory. The 7th inning stretch brought to you by A Pizza and More. Order, delivery, or stop by A Pizza and More, offering wings, dinners, sandwiches, salads, and of course pizza, sure to satisfy. Onondaga looking to satisfy the fans in attendance today as it'll be Kretsch, Paxton, and Grosguth up at the plate. The Flames will look to extend their lead in this this bottom inning of play, I beg your pardon. First pitch in for a strike from Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum, who's been deadly out of the bullpen this year, leading the team in strikeouts, cutting a miss at the 0-1 for strike 2. Now, Max Tannenbaum, this is a guy when getting some time to talk to him outside the ballpark. Spends his summers with Challenger Baseball whenever he's home, helping special needs children and get them acquainted and help them enjoy the game of baseball. 0-2 misses outside and away for ball 1. Really just one of the many cool off-the-field things you'll find out talking to some of these players. Talking to Alex Larson yesterday, found out he spent years growing up working at the University of Wisconsin. He currently goes to UW Oshkosh as a player there. 1-2 misses for ball 2. Evens up the count with no outs. Things just underway here. As correction, this is Mike Stefan up at the plate. Stefan came in earlier for Kretsch. Stefan in lefty box. Righty Maxwell Tannenbaum sends it in, and a screeching foul third base side into the fence along the farther part of the left side of the field. Onondaga 5, Cortland 4. Onondaga looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Two. Steers to the outside for ball 3, and the count goes full. Infield playing back against Stefan. Stefan batting .222 on the year, with a .669 on-base percentage. 3-2, swinging a ball popped up in the infield. Valentino runs under it and makes the grab down the foul side of the first baseline for the first out. So 1 down, and it'll bring Paxton up to the plate. Paxton so far 0 of 3 today. Every time at bat he's been put out on the 6-3. For the second out in the second, for the first out in the 5th, and for the third and final out in the 6th. All right, beg your pardon. They're going to say that didn't get into the glove of Valentino. He must have lost control of it. Beg your pardon. So it's a 3-2. Tannenbaum swinging a ground ball from Stefan out to third, picked up by Babcock, throw to Kelly at first, and that'll be good for the first out for Onondaga. Go ahead and change your scorebooks. That's a 5-3. Our apologies. Thought that was Valentino who made the grab down this first base side. Well, so now it'll be Corbin Paxton up to the plate in the left-handed batter's box. Onondaga 5, Cortland 4, bottom of the 7th. Tannenbaum, submarine-style pitch in, cutting a foul ball. Split between the gap of Valentino and Paxton behind them for strike 1. No runners on, one already down for the Flames. Oh, 1. Swinging a fly ball foul, third base side out of the ballpark and towards the Onondaga bullpen. Well, these two teams will play 5 more times this year, excuse me. Including today. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a line drive down in the left field for a base hit. Paxton will be held up at third, and it's a single for the Flames here in the bottom of the 7th. So the first baseman, Corbin Paxton, is able to make something happen, and with one down, he now trails off of first. Jared Grosguth up to the plate. Grosguth, a 5'11 infielder, standing ready. Last time against Cortland went 0 for 3. First pitch, Submarines down low into the corner for strike 1. Grosguth, who's 1 of 3 today with a walk and a run scored, hit a single back in the 6th in his last at-bat. 0-1. Hits the outside low corner this time for strike 2. Still one runner on first. A second out would be big here. Cortland trailing 5-4, bottom of the 7th. Crush need to hold strong defensively and give their offense a chance here. 0-2. Cut and a miss, and Max Tannenbaum strikes out. Jared Grosguth, 2 down for the Flames. So 2 down for Onondaga, and it's Zarot up to the plate. Last time we saw him put up a sac bunt and was 0 for 2 in his last at-bats before that. Zarot in the righty box, Tannenbaum on the hill. Righty on righty, here's the first pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field, down for a base hit down the line. Rounding second and going into third is Paxton. He'll be held up there, and it'll come up as a double for Jake Zarot. That is Zarot's first double of 2018. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Zarot on second, Paxton on third. Tannenbaum collects at the hips. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a foul ball grounded first base side into the Cortland dugout. So this is dangerous territory here. 2 outs, but 2 runners in scoring position for Onondaga. Flames looking to extend their lead. It's the 9-hole hitter Rosario up at the plate. The shortstop is 3 for 3 so far today with 3 runs scored. Swinging a ball grounded first base side. It'll be picked up by Kelly. Underhand toss to Tannenbaum at first for the final out. And take a breath, Crush fans. Cortland leaves 2 stranded on second and third and trail 5-4 going to the 8th inning of play on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking a car, or a friend, buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Local is...
This is Jonathan Truestley, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Onondaga Flames 5, Cortland 4, hitting the 8th inning of play here on the campus of Onondaga Community College. Here's a look at what's next for the Crush, presented by Ames Linen. They will head home to take on Onondaga tomorrow. That one's set for an evening tilt at 6 o'clock, and then they'll have a doubleheader on Saturday against the Syracuse Saltcats. The first 7-inning game set for 11:30 and the second one at 2. And then a Sunday matinee with the Sherrill Silversmiths also at 2. Currently the Eastern Division leader, Cortland, is beaten in both of their matchups against Sherrill so far this season. So Cortland with a couple great wins. That was what's next for the Crush, presented by Ames Linen, where 85-plus years of business, they have linen service down to a science. The Crush will look to cook up some runs here with Block, McKeon, and Valentino next three due up in the 6, 7, 8 spots for the Crush. Flock so far today has picked up a single and 1 run scored and then was 0 of 2 before that. Flock will climb into left-handed batter's box to face the left-handed pitcher, and Chris Burnett. And so now there'll be a conversation between Zarat and the pitcher. Or correction, that's a new pitcher in there. Looks like he snuck in. That's Jimmy Flahive. Flahive, the left-handed pitcher. Thought he was lefty at first. Was right. 6'3" sophomore from American International. Last time against the Crush. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, and had 2 strikeouts. No runs given up by him. First pitch from Flahive to the outside against the lefty Flock for ball 1. Cortland was able to get a run in their last 2 innings, or 2 runs in their last 2 innings, I should say. 1-0. Misses for ball 2. Cortland looking to tie the game, top of the 8th inning. Both teams even with 8 hits today. Swinging a fly ball towards right center field. Trailing back is Cherno. It'll land at the warning track, and a one-handed turning squeeze by Cherno puts 1 down for the Crush. Flock nearly sending that one out of the ballpark. About 10 more feet of power on that, and that's over the center of the ballpark. About 400 down the center and 330 down either foul line. Well, so now with 1 down for the Crush, after a fly out to center, it's Tyler McKeon in the righty box to take on the lefty pitcher. Foul tip, strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 down for Cortland. Onondaga 5, Crush 4, top of the 8th. Flahive, 0-1. Outside against the righty McKeon for ball 1. Count goes even. 1-1. Down Main Street for strike 2. Cortland looking for a big road win after a tough road trip to Wellsville. Crush need to get back to 500 on the year, and these next 2 games could be pivotal in the early season as they're trying to get back into that third place spot in the Eastern Division. 1-2. In the attic for ball 2. Currently, it's Sherrill in the lead at 6-3. Syracuse, the Spartans, at 6-5 behind them. And then the Crush and the Flames, only 1 game apart, 5-6 for Onondaga, 4-5 for Cortland. And then Rome behind them in 5th, swinging a foul ball first base side into the screen for Tyler McKeon. Count will stay even, 2-2. And then the Syracuse Saltcats, who will play Cortland in a doubleheader on Saturday, in last in the Eastern Division. Syracuse, the Saltcats, who won the Eastern Division last year, have struggled in the early going this season. 2-2. Got him looking for strike 3. 2 down for Cortland. K's all over the scorebook today. The 12th from Onondaga. Well, now it's Justin Valentino at the plate, who cuts and misses at the first pitch for strike 1 from Flayhive. Onondaga 5, Crush 4, top of the 8th. No runners on the base paths. Flayhive winds up 0-1, swinging a foul ball lifted third base side into the concourse. So now Valentino behind in the count. Valentino so far today 2 of 3 with a pair of hits, and with those pair of hits, and an RBI. Oh, and 2 count. Flayhive winds up, delivers. Cut and a miss, and it's the 13th strikeout of the day for Onondaga to end the inning. We go to the home half of the 8th. Still, Flames 5, Crush 4 on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow, because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Swing and a high fly ball straight away center field. It's gone! Hey Crush fans, this is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. We all know baseball is a team game. Well, the Crush are supported by an excellent teammate in the Cortland County Chamber of Commerce. They seek to promote business growth, community prosperity, and quality of life. To learn more, visit their website at cortlandareachamber.com.
What does Meals on Wheels do? They deliver meals and smiles to homebound seniors. But Meals on Wheels does something else. They turn a volunteer's lunch break into a meaningful experience.
As small and as simple as a relationship is between a volunteer and a client of Meals on Wheels, it's really so impactful. I never thought that 5 minutes could make so much difference in the lives of 2 people, but it has.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org. That's americaletsdolunch.org. Brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Out and another strikeout for Ben Mack.
What's up, Cortland? This is Crush pitcher Ben Mack. The Cortland Crush are sponsored by Cortland Regional Medical Center. When life throws you a curveball, the medical professionals at CRMC are there providing quality health care with skill and compassion, meeting the lifelong health care needs of all citizens of Cortland and surrounding communities. To learn more, visit www.cortlandregional.org.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
travel,
protection,
ability,
friendship,
excitement,
escape,
independence.
Distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
chaos, police,
devastation,
injury,
tears, death.
Safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the home of the Onondaga Flames Onondaga leading 5-4 over Cortland going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be the top of the order, and Cherno, Hart, and Matthews up at the plate. Tannenbaum, first delivery, slash and a foul, third base side over the top of the Onondaga dugout. Count goes 0-1. It's been a bit of a back-and-forth affair. Cortland took an early 2-0 lead. Onondaga responded in the bottom of the third with the run of their own. And then after a couple scoreless half innings, we go to the bottom of the 6th, where Onondaga was able to take a 3-2 lead as Tannenbaum delivers low to the outside into the other's batter's box against the lefty. Count goes even 1-1. Then Cortland responded, able to tie the game at 3, and then 2 runs by Onondaga to give them a 5-3 lead. And then Cortland responding with a run of their own. So far in the last 2 half innings scoreless. Onondaga looking for some insurance runs late. 1-1, sent in for strike 2. Max Tannenbaum coming in relief of Aviccio after Charlie Hamill got the start today. Hamill going 5 2/3 innings. Aviccio just 2/3 of an inning, and then so far Tannenbaum has gone 1 2/3. Here's the 1-2 from Tannenbaum. Swing and a ground ball down the first base line. Kelly collects it, runs forward, tags the bag. 1 down for Onondaga. So a ground out to the first baseman spot, 1 out for the Flames, who currently lead 5-4 over the Crush in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Brian Hart up to bat. Hart, who has picked up 2 walks and a single so far in 4 at-bats. Swinging a fly ball towards straightaway center field. Coming forward is Laviosa, who parks under it, makes the one-handed squeeze. 2 down quickly for the Flames. Cortland needs to keep Onondaga off the base paths and hold on to just a 1-run differential. The next 3 to be due up for the Crush to be Tatum, Ciesco, and Ketch. They'll go 9-1-2. It'll be Cortland down to their final 3 outs here in the next half inning. First pitch, swing and a ground ball out to short, scooped up by Ciesco. Throw over to Kelly at first, in time, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Flames, and the Crush down to their final 3 outs. We'll step aside. You're listening to the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
It could save your life. Saved by this.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Next Thursday, you will be caught in a flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at nyc.gov/readyny or call 311. Brought to you by New York City Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
This is Jonathan Truesdale, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing.
Welcome back to the home of the Onondaga Flames. The next 3 due up for the Crush. Hayden Houts, who substituted in for Jimmy Tatum. Then Anthony Ciesco and Dylan Ketch. Hayden Houts, so far this season, .273 batting average and a .467 on-base percentage. Has had 3 hits on the young season. First delivery from the new pitcher on the mound Matthews. 1 ball, no strike count. Down in the basement for ball 2. We'll try to get that new pitcher here in a moment. 2-0. That's Gabe Golab, the 6'4", or correction, Keon Taylor, I beg your pardon. The 6'4" right-handed pitcher, 175 out of Chaffee College. Last pitch for a ball, so quickly 3-0 and the potential tying run here at the plate. Hout stands ready. Here's the 3-0. Hit the low outside corner for strike 1 to Taylor. Well, Keon Taylor, who saw some action in Game 1 against Cortland, pitched 2/3 of an inning and gave up 1 hit. Looking to close this game for Onondaga. Cortland trailing 5-4. Here's the 3-1. Cutting a foul. Count goes full. Hayden Hout's trying to find a way onto the base paths. Cortland down to their final 3 outs, trailing by a run. No down yet for the Crush. 3-2 to Houts. Swinging a fly ball sent towards left field. DiFilippo comes forward, trailing to his right. Makes the catch in stride. 1 down for the Crush. And so now the margin for error gets just a little bit tighter as Anthony Ciesco, the leadoff batter in the lineup, comes up to the plate. Ciesco struck out in the first, hit a single and scored a run in the third, and then has flown out in his last 2 at-bats. Ciesco, a 5'10" sophomore from Sal Virginia, sets up in the righty box to take on Taylor. First pitch. Taylor falls off the mound a bit and sends in ball 1 on the inside. Well, if you got any rally caps at home, now might be the time. Cortland down to their final 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Hits the outside low corner for strike 1. Cortland will play Onondaga again tomorrow at home in Beaudry Park. That game set for 6. Taylor leans forward. Gives a nod. Here's the 1-1. Cutting a foul, chipped off into the screen behind Ciesco for strike 2. This pitching staff for Onondaga today has been deadly with 13 strikeouts. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for the Crush. Trail by a run in the top of the 9th. 1-2. Missed inside for ball 2. This final inning of play is sponsored by Experience Cortland. No matter the final score tonight, you can be a winner when you visit Cortland. Go to www.experiencecortland.com to learn more about what Cortland, New York has to offer. So after the last pitch, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the livery, swinging a fly ball, set towards right field, and 3 Onondaga players around it. It's the second baseman, Brian Hart, coming under it, making the back-pedaling 2-handed squeeze. That puts 2 down for Cortland. Back-to-back flyouts, and the Crush now leave it on the shoulders of Dylan Ketch, the captain and returner on this squad. Ketch has picked up 2 hits today, a double with an RBI back in the 3rd, and a single and a run scored in the 7th. Has also reached on a walk back in the 5th today. Ketch in the lefty box to take on the righty Taylor. Sends in the first pitch for ball 1. Taylor brings the ball shin high and then stands up tall. 1 ball, no strike count. Here's the livery. Hits the zone, strike 1. 2 down for the Crush, trailing by a run on the road at Onondaga. It would be the Flames' first win against the Crush this season if the score holds. Cortland will play the Flames again tomorrow in Beaudry Park. 1-1 from Taylor. Cutting a miss on the low breaking ball for strike 2. Dylan Ketch, a two-time Triple C Player of the Week, trying to make something happen here on Cortland's final out. 1-2, cutting a foul ball, bouncing behind Ketch. Count will stay. The All-New England Region Team selection. Dylan Ketch, one of the selected leaders on this team. Very evident as you walk around the Cortland dugout that he has a certain presence about him. 1-2. Low to the outside, count goes even. Cortland in need of something spectacular here down to their final out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor leans over, stands up tall. 2-2 pitch. Cut and a miss on the low breaking ball. Looks like he foul tipped it regardless. The 14th strikeout of the day for Onondaga ends this game. The Flames get their first win against the Crush in 2018. Final score, Onondaga 5, Cortland 4. We'll step aside and then bring it back with the X101 post-game wrap-up. You're listening to the NYCBL Broadcast Network.
Caught in a flash flood.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Talk to your loved ones about making an emergency plan. Get started today at nyc.gov/readyny or call 311. Brought to you by New York City Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
This is Jonathan Truesdale, infielder for the Cortland Crush. Cortland Crush Baseball is sponsored by Ames Linen, where they believe in the Ames Linen difference. They are the next generation of linen service and try to evolve every day. From table linens to dust mops and even the uniforms of the Crush, they are a quality provider of linen service. Visit ameslinen.com to learn more.
What's going on, Crush fans? This is Ryan Urquhart, voice of the Cortland Crush. For many of us, the love of baseball started with our dads at the ballpark. Well, the Cortland Crush baseball team wants to invite you and your family to come celebrate Father's Day weekend with us here at Bob's Barbecue for the best barbecue around on June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Come on out and enjoy pulled pork, chicken, and more. Celebrate great family around good food alongside your hometown team.
Local is supporting businesses in our community. At Tompkins Trust Company, we make all of our lending decisions locally, and that helps local businesses grow because local is powerful. Tompkins Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the X101 post-game wrap-up. I'm Ryan Urquhart. Our final score from Onondaga Flames 5, Crush 4, and here's how things went down. The Crush took an early 2-0 lead in the top of the third. Onondaga responded with a run of their own and then would later tie it up in the bottom of the fifth. Cortland was able to regain the lead 4-3, and then tied it up in the sixth, I beg your pardon. Onondaga taking a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the fifth. Cortland tying the game, and then Onondaga would regain the lead in the bottom of the sixth, and they would not relinquish it. Cortland got close a few times, but the Onondaga Flames able to close out the Crush in the late going, and a tough loss for Cortland. 14 strikeouts from the Onondaga pitching staff, the big defensive presence so far, or in this game today, really made the difference in this one. Both teams finish even with 8 hits apiece and 1 error on the side of the Onondaga Flames. Cortland will play Onondaga again tomorrow at home in Beaudry Park, and we'll, of course, have that one for you here on the NYCBL Broadcast Network. That's going to do it for us from Onondaga. We thank you for listening along today. We want to thank the entire Cortland Crush staff and all the wonderful people who allow us to make this happen. Saying so long from Onondaga, I'm Ryan Urquhart, and as always, go Crush. We'll see you back on the broadcast tomorrow.
You've been listening to Crush Baseball, presented by Tompkins Trust. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in next time for Cortland Crush Baseball on the NYCBL Broadcast Network.